Good morning. It's Vijay here. Today is 3rd December 2025. Welcome to yet another episode of pre-market commentary. For the third day in a row, the bulls got battered at higher levels, and you see, everybody is now very nervous, especially the long-term bulls like us. We have seen the Nifty making an all-time high, bank Nifty making an all-time high. Metal index made a recent all-time high. Mid cap index made an all-time high. You had auto index making a new all-time high, and yet you are seeing here that you go into the morning, you go in the morning to the market with all hope and expectations, and then by the end of the day you are battered. So either the bulls themselves are very nervous and they are selling off, or the bears are increasing their short positions despite so-called good news all around us and global markets doing very well. But then, sorry, then that is the fate of our market. It is what I call the most hated bull market. After a very long time, we are seeing something like this, where indices are making new highs, but the broader market, the portfolios are still not moving. So yesterday, as I said, with 3 days in a row, we were down. Bank Nifty also was significantly down. Sensex fell about 500 points, and Nifty fell about 144 points, and Bank Nifty Bank fell about 400 points. So everything really was not in any good shape. And Nifty Energy, Realty, FMCG declined for multiple sessions. Incidentally, yesterday declines outnumbered advances by 2:1, which is a true sign of a bearish trend. And let's see what FIs did. As usual, they sold about 3,640 crores. DI is outnumbered by buying 4,646 crores. So 1,004 crores were sold by the third force. So FIs are selling, ruthlessly. And yesterday also rupee hit a new all-time high, very close to 90 rupees to a dollar, 89.95. It went up, and I think it closed at around 89.87. So the market has decided that it's a matter of time before we get 90 and 92, 93. People are already talking of 100. I doubt very much it will go in the next few months. Typically, the rupee depreciates against the dollar on about 2.5% on average per year. So it may go up to 92, but I doubt it will go to even 95. But people are already talking of 100. See, there is so much of apparent good news, but nothing is happening. And let's look at the US market. The US market did very well. Dow Jones went up by about zero point 0.4, S&P went up by about 0.25, Nasdaq went up by 0.6, and there was Nvidia, which came back big time. Then also there was this Fed meeting, which is there. Now the probability has risen to 89%, which means you will almost certainly get a 25 basis point. But just 3 weeks ago, it was some 40%. And today, job data is there. And looking at commodities, WTI and this Brent is almost the same. Nothing has changed. About 62.52 is Brent, which is relevant to us. Gold has been moving up steadily across 4,200, but the star is silver. At one point of time, it went above 559, so it's trading around 58. When we closed, it was below 57. So silver should be, looking should be looked at in greater focus than gold, in my opinion. We hold significant amount of silver. In fact, silver beast is our biggest, allocation in our portfolio, followed by gold and then followed by base metals. So we are taking a calculated risk that with dollar coming down, interest rates coming down, global uncertainty and huge demand, especially for silver and from India, we should see a continued rise in base metals plus precious metals. But you will see some severe corrections coming because silver is a, like as I said, recalcitrant teenager. So, it does some things which you do not expect, but finally it is your child. So you will see it grow in front of your eyes, and you should be happy about that. Dollar index also is at 99.25. So today, what are the stocks which one can watch? Hindustan Copper has now tied up with MU. It has got a MOU with the NML to jointly participate in copper and critical mineral block auctions. which looks interesting. We hold copper, which is the third largest weightage in our portfolio. IRFC signed a loan agreement with Mitsui Banking Corporation, so that means they're raising money, and CAT is planning to raise funds through bonds, not through equity. Thank God. Bank of Maharashtra, the OFS is opening today, and yeah, it's opened yesterday. I think it got oversubscribed by 4%, four times. Amanta Healthcare, the stocks are coming into the market today. 4% lock-in ends today. It is not necessary that all 4% will be sold, but it means that the price will be under pressure. Then Bansalware has received a show cause notice from GST, and Juniper Hotels yesterday, Norges Bank sold about 50 crores. Again, this is another block deal which happened yesterday. Interestingly, yesterday the Nifty Bank rejig, the components have come. They'll be rejigged by December 31st. HDFC Bank weightage from 28% has come down to 19%. ICICI Bank weightage from 23 has come down to 14. SBI is flat, 9.4 to 10. And what is interesting is the stock which we hold, which is 3%, was Canara Bank's weightage. Now it has gone up to 4.5, which means 50% increase in weightage. Then there are many increases like that. IDFC was the first bank which we again hold, has gone from 3% weight to 4.5. So these all should be in focus on the positive side. But HDFC and ICICI Bank should be in the negative side. Then interesting news on Russia. While Putin is coming in tomorrow and day after tomorrow is here, so he's expected to sign some defense deals and resource deals is what the agenda is. But before that, Trump's envoys to Russia had a very long conversation with Putin yesterday, and something seems to be brewing as far as the Ukraine Ukraine war is concerned. So they have kept the Europeans out of it, and there could be some good news in the next few days. And President Trump has declared all Biden administration's executive orders signed by Autopen as null and void. And then, incidentally, he claims that he had also a very productive meeting with President Lula of Brazil. Remember, Brazil and India are the two countries who are having the highest tariffs, 50-50. And he says that they talked about tariffs and they're going to work out something nice. So only India is left out, unfortunately. In the whole world, everybody has got a deal, a good deal, but India is the only one country. Maybe they will postpone this, the deal only after Putin goes. Maybe something may come of it. I don't know why it's getting postponed, but nevertheless, we are the only one country in the world. Maybe the powers that be know what they're doing, but the investors are getting jittery. That is why there's a broad-based selling, especially by the Indian ultra high net worth individuals, family offices, and so on and so forth. So today also you can expect a range bound muted market with certain specific stocks going up, especially metal stocks should go up, especially silver and gold ETFs also should do well today. So in GIFT Nifty is talking of a 20-point gap down. I won't be surprised if we get a close much lower than that. We are moderately bullish, but we are being very selective in our stocks. As I said, PSU Bank, City Union Bank, minerals, mines, metals, and a couple of other particular stocks across sectors. Not very much bullish on the Nifty and Bank Nifty at this point of time. Whatever you do, I hope it is successful. Thank you for joining me.